Hello everybody, this is Nemodius. I am the leader of the Kingdom Ashes of Creation, and tonight I'm really excited to be with you again because I'm going to carry on with the last video in my series of targeted builds that are designed to fight different colored dragons in your Kingdom Defense using what I call the Merc Crit Master build. What I've done is I have decided to try to focus them to individually fight different dragon colors, and basically I'm just using the same gear set, but what I'm doing is I'm just kind of experimenting with different spells. Today I'm going to finally get to do a blue dragon. I've been trying to get a blue dragon to pop up on the Kingdom Defense for a long time, to where I could actually make a video on it, and it finally happened today. So today I'm going to be able to do that and finish out the series. You know, we've had yellow, we've had purple, we've had red, we've had green, now we're going to do the blue. I'm going to have two different builds to showcase, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it, whether I'm going to do two separate videos or just one and then just switch builds and do another turn. I'm going to try to do that so that you can have it all in one, because I have two different builds that I want to try for the blue, because I have a couple of different spells that I think will work well. The first build I'm going to call Kingdom Defense Blue Scorch, because I'm going to use the spell Scorching Ray. What it's going to do is it's going to convert blue gems, which is the blue dragon's mana, to red with a 53% chance at this level to create 5 extra red gems. So this one right here could be really fun for me because of my Esgard Bandolier. I convert red gems and make skulls, so this one could be fun in that it's going to give me lots of red to turn into skulls. So this is one build. The second build I want to try is Kingdom Defense Blue Thaw, and that's going to be using a spell called Thaw the Dead. It's a blue spell, so by matching the enemy's mana, I'm going to fill this spell, which is pretty neat, and then it's going to, for each skull on the board, heal me 173 life, then convert 6 blue gems to skulls. Now, the heal, cool, but I really don't need it because I never really get low because of my fallen shoulders, but this could be fun right here, converting 6 blue gems to skulls. I'm already going to be taking his mana to fill the spell, and then I'm going to also take 6 more of his mana and convert to skulls. This actually may play against each other, with me trying to fill the spell and then having some left on the board to actually turn into skulls, but we'll see. I think what I'm going to do though is I want to go for the Scorch first. So this is going to be the build I'm going to try first. Obviously it drops my gear score down a little bit to have this spell equipped because it's not at legendary level, it's only at epic. But with the gear that I have on, I should have more than enough power to survive it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try the focused build for the blue dragon with the Scorch spell first, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, as you can see, we have a blue dragon today. It is tier 20, and that is going to be the one that we're going to fight, and it's going to open up in 4 minutes. So I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. The dragon's just about to open up, and what this is going to be is this is going to be the first turn with the Merc Crit Master build with a blue dragon focused attack. I'm going to be using Scorch spell on this one. So we're going to go straight in with the first attack, and I'm going to try to make this video a little shorter So I'm going to be utilizing the pause function in between battles while I switch builds, and then, we'll test them both and see how they do. Okay, and on this one we have Scorching Ray equipped. So I'm going to convert blue gems to red with a 53% chance to create 5 extra red gems. So right now we have blue gems equipped. I need to match red though to get this spell powered up. So boom, that pretty much ought to do it right there, I think. Although I do not want to leave blue gems on the board for him this turn either, and give him some silly matches. So I'm going to have to match some of this blue, and then hopefully when this gets filled up, I'll have some left after the cascade that I can use that spell on. I think that this red right here will probably be enough to fill it up. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get some of my mana as well so that I can charge my other spells. Can't really do anything about this blue here. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to leave it. Gosh, I hate to leave that there like that though, but not really nothing I can do about it. He's going to probably get a good match out of this cascade. Okay, so Scorching Ray did fill up. He did not get any mana. Okay, so that worked well. That gave me Scorching Ray, which I can convert blue gems with. And I've got a couple of my spells filled up and ready to start using. Boy, that didn't leave me any green at all. So, kind of a situation where I may be fighting against myself with too many different colors here. Fighting blue, fighting red, fighting green. We'll just have to see how that plays out. Not really ready to convert to skulls yet, because on turn 1 and 2 I'm really not going to do a lot of crit action anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and bop this off and convert some of those red and get skulls. How many am I converting? 5. Convert blue gems to red. Okay, on this spell it's kind of weird because it doesn't say how many, so I don't know if that means that it's going to convert every single one. Let's try it and find out, because I'm not going to know until I use it. So is that going to do them all? Yes, it does them all. Wow. Okay, so that completely wiped his mana out, and there was a lot of his mana on the board, really, so that was pretty interesting. Alright, let's try to get some red mana again so that we can cast that spell again when we need to. Let's change to green so we can get some of my mana. Well, that would be a nice match right there. That'd be another action point plus some royal armor bonus. I have 3 points left, so I could take that. I'm going to go ahead because that's just too good of a bonus to pass up right there. Go ahead and get some of my green mana. And with 1 action point left, don't really see anything that's going to make a huge difference. I guess I'll just drop this one in here. That's about all I can really see. Wait a minute, let me see this. I could do that. Probably not going to get a crit anyway, so I'm going to go for this purple and get a bonus as well. 1 skull ain't going to kill me. Okay, see, I didn't get a crit anyway, so it didn't really matter having that extra skull there. He did not get any mana, so it kind of hurt him pretty bad that last turn. I took like 9 or 10 of his blue mana off the board before he got a turn, and that he didn't get a good Skyfall, so it didn't really do him a lot of good. He's still sitting at 0. So it's kind of difficult to work out with this many different colors you're worried about, with trying to match your own, trying to do this, trying to do that, but it kind of works. So we'll keep on trying this. Okay, I'm going to need some green mana at some point, but I also need to get some greed going on. So I'm going to try this. Now I've got some ability to make skulls. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in real quick before I mess it up though. Okay, convert blue gems to red. So let's go ahead and do that. That way we make sure that we... Okay, so this time it did not change all the blue gems. I guess when gems are locked into a match already, it will not change them. So these 4 were already locked into a matching row, and it didn't change them, so that's good to take note of right there. Created skulls and transferred all that red with my bandolier. That was amazing. Can't really cast anything else, so I'm gonna lock in some skulls. Why not? I got 8 turns to get as many as I can, and hopefully I'll get a crit. Right now I can do that, and that's it. That cycled the board. Heroic effort, come on crit. Probably won't get it, but... Oh, there it was. We did get one. Okay, he got to match some mana that time. Finally, he got to match some like 3 turns in. So, that's pretty interesting. Doing a good job at playing keep away with him with the addition of this spell. Okay, so right now I'm a little bit of mana off having it charged. I think that right there will probably be enough. So I'll get to use that next turn. I've got some greed active, so let's go ahead and create some skulls. Change some of that red that's up there. Let's bump up the crit. Let's look at our skulls real quick before we make a bunch of green. Make sure we're not messing anything up that we would have wanted. Should I match these 2 real quick or just go ahead? You know, that's quite a bit of skulls. I'm just going to leave it at this right here and just leave this straggler and this straggler and just kind of see what happens when I hit the green button here. Okay. I got rid of some of his blue, so that was good. About the only green I can really match is that right there. Do this. This one right here will be the last one I can match on green or skulls, I think. I guess it's this yellow match that's holding the board up. But you know what? I don't even know if I want to cycle that one out because it's just going to cause extra cascading. So I may just go ahead and cycle the board with what I got. Okay, he cascaded some blue right there and got a match. I got a crit though. So I'm getting close to 1,000,000 damage so far. Okay, now I got a new turn to figure out what to do. Yeah, tough decisions. This build is complex. A lot of thought. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this off and take a lot of his mana away. Now I'm going to figure out ways to turn them into skulls. And bump up the crit. Give me some greed. Let's just go ahead and pop them off. See what happens. Oh, you got some blue in there. Got some blue in there. Well, I would like to oblige him and steal it back, so I'll take this. And let's go ahead and look at the skulls we need to lock in before we drop a bunch of green. I'll stop right there. See if we can't transfer some of that. Didn't really change a lot of blue, I don't think, but we made the ability to get some of our mana, which was good. He's gonna get, let's see, I'm getting this one. These are gonna probably fall to where he can match those, and then we'll see how much more he gets from the cascade. Alright, this is probably gonna cycle it. Let's see if I get a crit. No crit, wow. Okay, whatever. I get kind of butthurt when I don't get a crit in this build, because this build's pretty good at building crit chance. Let's see where we're at just for kicks. Crit chance is at 79%, and I didn't get a crit on that one, so yeah, that was a bad roll of the dice right there. Alright, so let's do blue again. We'll steal his blue. We'll make some skulls and change some red. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in for the red mana to hopefully power that up again in case I need it. I'll keep the greed going, keep the crit damage bonus bumped up. Go ahead and bump up my crit chance and crit bonus, damage bonus. Okay, right now I have 9 turns left, so I can pretty much play with the board a little bit before I drop a bunch of green in there, and we'll see what happens. Don't want to accidentally cycle it before I get a chance to use this spell, but there it went anyway. Oh my, look at all that blue. Holy crap. He's going to fill his bar right here if he doesn't. Oh, he used his other skill though. Wow, that was good for me because look at all this blue on the board. Had he used a normal turn, yeah, he would have filled the rest of that up in a heartbeat, but he used this one right here and he inflicted freeze on the opponent for 1 turn for each blue gem on the board. Half the amount of mana per matches is, you know, it's hard. It's hard to deal with. So I definitely want to try to cleanse and get rid of this if I can. It would be really hilarious if I could cleanse myself with his mana because there's so much of it on the board. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that will actually work. 1, 2, 3, 4. The epitome of irony. I cleanse his debuff with his mana. That's gonna be hilarious. Okay, let's do this. And I may want to go ahead and get rid of just a little bit more of his mana because I can't use this spell. I'm 4 mana short. So I'm going to go ahead and take those stragglers that are laying there because that's just too much mana to leave him right now. My last 2, I will try to get my own mana if I can, and I think that's all I'm going to get. Okay, so now, well, shoot, I should have noticed that I had this charged up and I could have used this before I made those moves, and that would have helped a lot because I would have got a lot more of my mana that way. But I'm sleepy and I didn't see it, so it's the middle of the night where I'm at, but this dragon popped right now, so I had to jump out of bed and come in here and record a video because I'm that addicted. Alright, so I'm going to pop this off. And cleanse with his mana. That's righteous. And I did not get any red to be able to fill this spell on that turn. He got some, but it didn't do him any good. But he took it off the board for me, so that kind of stopped me in my tracks with that. Oh, no, it didn't. I did get it filled. Okay, sweet. So let's take his mana. Boom. Big gems too. I'm going to go ahead and start working on filling it up for the next cast. I'll have that and this, and I think that should be enough. I ought to swipe one more just in case, but I think this is going to be enough right here. So I'm actually going to leave that to be able to convert with this spell. Okay, got some of them. Let's bump up the crit. Got the rest of them. And how am I doing on damage? Okay, I can do a little bit more. I only want to do about 3 million, 3.5 million before I switch to the next build, because I'm limited in this kingdom to only doing 25% of the total dragon hit points in, my turns, so that everybody has a fair chance to hit it. So I want to limit myself to about 3.5 million, somewhere around there if I can, so I get close. Right now I'm going to hit this. I think we've done this build enough to see that this spell can be very fun in this build and can be very effective. So I think I'm going to call this one a win, actually. I'm going to call it early and say that this build was very effective. But I'm going to go ahead and finish out probably 2 more hits. That way I can make sure I get close to what I'm targeting for damage. Okay, that definitely filled it up. 16. See how big my crit is. 792. That was good. Okay, I ought to be getting close to my target. I may hit one more time. Try not to get so many skulls in the match, but just do a little bit more of a crit just to make sure. Yeah, this build works good. I like it. I like this spell and this build. It's a little challenging because you got so much to think about, but it works really well at generating red so that you can transfer him into skulls, and also removing his mana works really well. So yep, it was fun. This build was fun for sure. One more crit and then I'm probably gonna call it on this one and let him kill me. Okay, that's good. That's gonna be close to my target for my first attack. So I'm just going to go ahead and end turn and let him slay the hero. There, that should fill him up right there. Yep, that got him. So this turn, after I end, we'll see how close I got to my target of 3.5 mil. Obviously, I could have went on. Oh, wow, I didn't even get as close as I thought I was. I need to start keeping track of my math better. 2.3. But honestly, I mean, you saw that I gave it up. I could have held him down and could have done pretty much whatever I wanted to him. I had him completely under control pretty much. Even big skyfalls weren't helping him because that scorching ray spell was doing a good job. Okay, so to cut down on time, I'm going to pause this and switch builds and come back with my next turn. Okay, now we're going to do the blue focus build with the Thaw the Dead spell. What that's going to do is for each skull on the board, heal, then convert 6 blue gems to skulls. So it's going to work against itself a little bit though, because it's going to need blue to power it. So that right there is going to power it. Probably 6, 7, 8, that should be enough. Now I'm going to focus with my last 3 turns on trying to get my mana. Got that. And I couldn't really get a lot of my mana. So I was looking to see if there was anything I could do with this blue, but there really isn't. So what's the next best option for me would probably be to try to get a bonus off my armor and maybe an extra action point. So I'm going to do that right there. Okay, some blue fell for him, so he got him. Or no, that was mine, actually. Now it's his turn. I did power the Thaw the Dead spell. He didn't get any matches, so good for me. Now I can convert 6 blue gems to skulls. I'm not really ready to start doing crits yet, but I don't want to leave all this mana on the board for him. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Take some of his mana away, and now I've left him with 4 mana, basically, with a big 2. So now I didn't really get enough green to charge my spells the first time around. And I can't really... Yeah, I can get that green in there right there. Okay, so that'll give me some green. I don't really have a whole lot left else to do, so I will get some skulls, I guess. I don't really see a lot else that will make sense. Okay, he got 2 pieces of blue drop in. That wasn't a whole lot, so he's not really going to get any mana. Yep, he didn't get any. Okay, so now, I'm looking to power this again, so I'm watching out for blue mana matches. I also want to make sure I'm taking the mana away from him, so anytime I can match it, it's good. I'm going to bump up my crit. And I can't lock this big one in. I could lock this in, but I think I'm going to lock this one in. And then I'm going to lay out some green because I need some mana more than I need skulls right now. So... that's what I needed, was some good green. Okay, I got some blue on the cascade. So that's definitely going to power that up. And then he's probably going to get some matching right there. Yep, he got a little bit. It's pretty good. He got 36 on that turn. Oh, I thought I was going to have that powered up, but I didn't get enough. Okay. I'm going to lock this one in before I do anything because that's a pretty big amount of skulls right there. Hopefully I'll get a crit and make it worthwhile. I'm going to get some greed going. And I'm going to get some more greed going. Okay, I think maybe I need to work on removing blue so that I don't accidentally leave him a bunch. So I'm going to take this, and then I think that'll be enough to power the spell and kind of take his mana down. With what's left, now that I have greed, I'm going to go ahead and add some skulls. Hope that I can get a crit built up here. And let's look at what needs to be locked in before we throw some green down. Lock that one in and that one in. And then I'll just let the chips fall where they may. Because I need to keep some green mana coming in. So we'll take this one. And I think that is it for the green mana matches for me this turn. So I'll go ahead and throw in my last skull and cycle the board. I got a green on the cascade. That was cool. Powered this spell up. I didn't get a crit that time though. Okay, so now that I have this one filled, I'm going to convert 6 gems to skulls. So I'm going to take all his mana pretty much. So that works well. I still kind of like the red one better though, but this is working. This is a good option. So I'm going to go ahead and get some greed going. I want to try to, I'm sorry if I'm being slow. I want to try and speed it up a little bit though, because I don't want this video to go too long, because I know how hard it is to watch content that long. I can't even do it my own self. Okay, let's bump up the crit, and let's lock this in, and this one, and this one, and then let's throw some green out. I need more mana. Okay. Got some green there. Gonna lock in a skull. And is that pretty much it? Oh, I didn't even realize I had freeze on me. I wasn't paying attention, and I should have been looking for a cleanse. Dadgummit. Now I'm not going to get it because I don't see one anywhere. Oh, I've got a cleanse already. Never mind. There it is right there. I'm sleepy. I told you. Okay. One more turn. I can't really see any benefit anywhere. So I'm just going to call it. Don't want to match too much more nonsense that I don't need, because that's just more cascading I don't need. So we'll cleanse that freeze and get rid of it. Did a crit. That was nice. He's stealing my mana. Jerk. Big jerk. Well, you didn't get nothing out of it, did you? Ha ha. So there. Alright. So for me, the best option at this time is to get some skulls going, to bump up the crit, and then try to get some green mana, because I'm struggling to keep green mana right now for some reason. Okay, there's some blue on the board, but maybe I'll match it out right here. Okay, I took 2 of them away. Use the green spell to take away his mana. Okay. That ought to be pretty close to about all I can do right there. Take this one and that'll probably cycle it. Okay, look at all that blue. Holy crap. And he doesn't have these filled up, so he's going to match every bit of that and probably fill up his bar right there. Ooh, that was close. He almost filled it up, but he did match these. So next turn, he's going to do this one or this one, not sure. But he's going to do one of them. So that means any blue that's on the board, he's going to leave. And I really wanted to fill this spell up, but I just really don't have a match out of them. So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to carry on with normal operations. Let's bust these off and see if I can't make something happen with that blue so I can fill that spell. There we go. That'll give me some. That'll give me some. Is it enough? Not sure. Probably going to be close. But he won't get it, so that's what's important. Should have looked at what to lock in before I did that, but not thinking straight. Got the cleanse. Didn't need it yet. Good crit. Now he's going to put the freeze on me again. That's when I needed the crit. Okay, here's blue. We're going to take 6 of them. And that'll leave a few. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I probably ought to match one of these 3 matches and get him out of here so that I can end up taking all of his mana. Because I've called this one for me, and I matched the rest out with my power. Or converted the rest out. So now I want to look and see if there's anything I can lock in before I do these. I'm going to do this one first, bump up the crit, and hopefully get that one. Got it. Now I can look around and see what I can match real quick that I want to save before I convert everything else to green. Okay, that's quite a bit of skulls right there. That leaves me 6 turns. 5 turns. So now let's change to green and see what happens. Okay, so those blue are locked in. Can't move that one. I can get some more green though, which is always a good thing for me, obviously. Being mono green. Okay, let's do a crit. Boom! Let's see where we're at spell-wise. Okay, I didn't really get a lot of fill that time. Didn't get enough to fill this. I don't really see a way to match blue right now. So I guess I'm going to have to leave it. Hope to convert some of it out with these spells right here. Or maybe this will help me. There we go, I got a little bit right here. I can either do this or the vertical. I'll do that. And yeah, got enough to fill it this time, I think. Don't really have a lot of other options. Man, this turn kind of stalled out. Let's get this one. Can't really match green, can't really match blue. All I can really do is take skulls and then just look for some scraps. Don't really see any scraps though. Oh, well, I can make this happen right here. About missed it. That's a good one. And I can make this blue match happen. We'll take that off the board so he don't get it. Good thing too, because this one cascaded for him, and then that would have been another one he would have had. That might have filled his power right there. And close, but no biscuit right there. So I live to fight another turn. I'm going to lock this one in. Bump up the crit. Lock this one in. Lock this one in. Let's get some green. Ah, I should have took that blue right there before I converted it. I saw it right as it was happening and realized I should have snagged it. Okay, this one will probably cycle it. Nope. I did get a cleanse though. That was what I was looking for. Okay. So this one could be matched, but that's just more useless cascading. Purple's not my thing this match. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to go ahead and cycle it. get my cleanse that I need. Crit, boom. So this build works good too. From what I'm seeing, he just filled up his power, so I'm dead next turn. This build works pretty good. I think it's a little harder to fill this spell for some reason than it was the other one, probably because with the Scorching Ray I was generating so much red mana that it was easier to fill than the blue one is. Because with the blue one, I'm trying to get it, he's trying to get it, I'm trying to play keep away as well as fill this spell, so yeah. I think that was an interesting test, but out of the two builds, I think I liked Scorching Ray the best. It seemed to feel the most powerful out of the two. I felt like I could have tanked the whole dragon with that build. Honestly, I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like I could have. As long as I could have gotten good, you know, control of the what cascaded every turn. So let's bump up the crit and convert these reds. We didn't get them all, but we got enough to where this is going to be a pretty good crit. I'll go ahead and convert to green, even though it's not going to make a lot of difference, except for it gave me an extra skull right there on the conversion for using the skill. So yeah, this may be it right here. Yep, it's going to be my last turn. See, hope we get a big crit. Oh, 1 million crit. That was a good one. Okay, he killed the hero. And I did 3.7 mil on that turn. So I actually did quite a bit more damage on this one. But honestly, the other build I think would have been way more powerful, because this one filled his power and defeated me. The other build, I could have went on for 10, 15 more turns. I feel like I cut it short by letting him kill me. So anyway, this build did good. It's viable. But I like Scorching Ray in the Blue Dragon Crit Master better. So make what you will of that. But I think the first build was a success. Alright, I'm Nemodius and I'm out. Thanks for watching the video.